Singled Out Loud Jones here from the DMV. For those of you who don't know what that is, it is DC, Maryland, and Virginia. And we're here tonight for an opportunity webinar to talk to you about INFINii. And really, we've called this the INFINii Mastermind because that's what we spend a lot of our time doing. We are selling on eBay and Amazon platforms. We have gobs, that's so old school, gobs of training that we get, and lots of partnerships and different techniques and various angles and all types of again, they are now almost 20 years old, 18, almost, and 14. And so what I've done is I've been able to build a following, and I've been able to make significant income, which I won't discuss tonight necessarily because it's not really about the income, it's really the replacement of my time. Of course, income is right up there with oxygen, but it's not the end-all be-all to every single thing, but it absolutely helps. So tonight we want to be sharing with you our personal experiences with INFINii. We want to give you an idea of why you may want to try this type of business and what it has done for us. So for me, it has allowed me to be at home with my sons to go to school, when they come home from school, PTO meetings. I've been able to be wherever it is I need to be. And how this business can change your life.
Are you going to tell the internet everyone?
I'm going to tell everybody on here.
Hey, David.
Sia, Rael Williams, and let them tell you their story.
Well, Deirdre, I think we have a bit of a feedback going on, so if we can get everybody to mute
because everyone needs to mute themselves. Everyone needs to mute their mics.
Okay, I think that's a lot better. So I'm Ninasia, and I am Nin of the Nate and Nin brand. My husband is over there rocking the baby to sleep, and we have been in this business with INFINii / DS Domination since the beginning. I want to say we started about 2 months after they started DS Domination. So I want to say that was October 2013, and since then we have we're operating this business full time. My husband and I, we work from home. We have a newborn baby, and I have a 13-year-old and a son who's 17 now and about to graduate and headed off to college. And so this business has allowed our family the freedom to just be at home with the kids. And you know, those of you out there who have teenagers, you need that time to monitor your teenagers very closely. And a lot of times if you're working, a lot of things...
I will stop you right there and say amen to that.
Right. And then, so teenagers, you know, they need your undivided attention because things can happen. And then with this newborn baby that we have, hold on one second. There's another computer going. But we have a newborn baby that we were blessed to have a home delivery, and my husband was at home with me the whole time. He didn't have to go to work, so he was able to be with me throughout the entire pregnancy. I had a really hard pregnancy, and then we had the home delivery, so he was there for that, and now, you know, we're just raising our family, homeschooling, and raising our little one at home.
Wait a minute. You know what? We missed part of that because you were breaking up. But since you were breaking up, I want you to cover a few more points because this story is just way too good to be skipping past all this stuff. Okay, first of all, your husband was home the entire time of your pregnancy, and you're making income during this entire time. The other thing is that you're not speaking of is the fact that her husband is from Barbados, and so a lot of the family got to come and witness the birth of the new baby, and they spent time at their house, and they were able to be home with their family. It was completely a family event. I think that is most awesome, and not a lot of people can tell that story. So now you can keep talking.
Well, thank you for that reminder. I did fail to say that my husband is from Barbados, and we live part-time here in Richmond, Virginia, and also in Barbados. We just got back in the country maybe 2 weeks ago, and this business has allowed us that freedom to travel back and forth. The whole family flew in to witness our home birth, and it was amazing. My first two children, I did not have that privilege. I can say that I have been self-employed since I was 21. I just turned 40 last month, but the difference between this business and my previous business is it was more of a brick and mortar. I ran a school, and for those of you who have ever, worked in a school setting or operated a daycare, it's a 12-hour deal. We opened at 6 and we closed at 6, and although I owned the business and my children were there, I started the business to be closer to my children. I was there, but my children would always say I was not there. I wasn't fully present in their life, and it was, I was working all day, every day, and I didn't have that time freedom. And so this business has allowed Nate and I to have that time freedom that's priceless. We can't even put a price on it. The time freedom to be fully present in our children's lives.
I love it so much because I can honestly say that from the beginning, I remember the time when Nate would say, "I just want to be home with my wife." He would say that so much. It was almost like a crying baby. "I just want to be home with my wife. I just want to be home." Big baby Nate just wanted to be home with his wife. Well, you know what? Not only is he home with his wife, he's at home with his wife and his baby. I'm so happy to bear witness to these types of stories in DS Domination. That's not even the half of the story, but we have to stop because we're trying to be respectful of your time as well as everyone else's that's on this panel. So we're going to come back, no doubt. So hold your thoughts. Hold your thoughts here. Hold your thoughts. But I'd like to ask Kimberly McFarland, because I have heard all kinds of stuff about Kim. Kim just came in here like a firecracker, M80, kicked the door down, busted the windows up. I want to know what's going on, Kim.
Unmute your mic.
Are you there, Kim?
Yeah, I'm here. Greetings, everyone. I'm Kimberly McFarland, and I was first of all, I'm a single mom, and I don't plan on being that way forever, but right now that is the case.
I hear that, sister. I hear that. I hear that.
I mean, because I had to tell myself that the other day. I said, you can't really introduce yourself as a single mom because then you're telling the universe I affirm that. And that is my current position, but I don't plan on staying that way.
I hear that.
And so I wanted to say that. So I was first introduced to the business in about 2013. Nanasia, we both were pregnant around the same time together, and she kept saying to me, "Girl, you can do this business. You can do this business." And to be honest with you, I started and I stopped twice. I just could not wrap my mind around the business, and I was like, oh, but I continued to watch men from afar. I continued to keep getting the emails, watching the Facebook, and I'm like, they doing some stuff over there. So I just kept it in the back of my mind. Well, I made a conscious decision to stay at home with my son for at least 6 months, where it was just going to be me and him. Mind you, I also was in a degree program, so I was a full-time mom. I was going to school full-time, and I started this business. So it was a lot. And I'm just going to be honest with you. In March, I decided I'm all in. I jumped into Genesis, and I'm just going to be honest. I didn't even watch all the training videos. I went out and I did like $3,000 in products, and I'm not encouraging anyone to do that. And I had a living room and a dining room full of stuff that I got from a grocery store that was going out of business. And I'm like, I'm starting my business. And what I did do is I did not give myself a plan B. I was a former medical massage therapist. I had just relocated to a new state, and I said, I'm not going to apply for a new license. I'm going to do this business, and I'm going to make it work for me. And so I did. And so before you know it, I'm just going to just move forward. I've just been going, shopping, buying products, shipping them in, and I wasn't even paying attention until someone posted it on Facebook in December. They was like, oh, I started this business and I made $15,000. I said, you know what? I don't even know how much I've made yet, but I'm paying my bills and I'm happy, right? So when I finally pulled my report at the beginning of December, I was $1,000 short of $30,000, and I started this in my first sale happened in June.
Kim,
And then,
Kim. Now
Yes.
you know. Did you hear what you just said? You went from June to December short of $30,000 for somebody who quit twice, skipped over all kinds of stuff, but once you made up your mind, I hear determination, excitement, enthusiasm, and oh my God, stick-to-itness. Yes, indeed.
And
Continue.
I'm telling you, I get emotional when I think about it because it's like, wow. And I was like, you was doing this half-assed. Imagine if you step it up, right? So I graduated in October, and then I went to Orlando, and I came back, and I'm like, okay, I'm focused. I'm focused now. By the end of December, I had made $42,000. So I made $12,000 in sales in the month of December. Of course, I hired somebody to come in and work for me. And, you know, she does some things for me, which has helped my quality of life. But she has helped me to scale up my business per se. And I can't explain it, but I'm just excited. And now I have my whole family involved because they was like, when's she going to work? Is she going to get a job? And when I started showing my back office, now all of a sudden everybody else is like, oh, okay, I might need to take a look at this Amazon thing. And I was like, you need to, because I just want to be honest. I feel like this is the next gold rush. If you are not in selling online, you are going to get left behind, plain and simple. It is the most easiest thing that I've ever done. I get up, I wake up 1 o'clock in the morning. I have my inspirational stuff on, my meditations. I have everything, my music, and I'm in here working 8-9 hours. And that's one thing that will not happen is you will not outbeat me when it comes to working. I'm dedicated to this business, and I'm dedicated to creating a quality of life for me and my son, so that we're not a statistic per se, but that we can really enjoy our lifestyle together. And
Good
that's
gracious alive. I know one thing. My head is hurting from smiling so hard. My face is hurting. And I mean, I'm just stirred up just listening to you. I'm telling you, I know that we have some motivated people. And I just want you all to know that Kim said y'all can't do this half-assed. Y'all heard what she said.
you can do it.
So you won't be doing it half-assed. You're not. You're just not going to do it. Okay?
But you can, because that's how I started out. Now I'm doing more training and everything, and I'm starting to focus out. You know, my attention was divided. I was in school, the baby, and the business, but all I know is if I keep feeding the beast, the checks kept coming. So now I'm starting to, hone in on this skill and get smarter, and I'm looking forward to listening to what everyone else is doing so we could get smarter with the business and grow the business. Just this month alone, I've made $6,000. My goal is $100,000 in the next 90 days. And I know with the strategies that we have now available to us, it's going to be we'll be able to do it without a shadow of a doubt.
You better absolutely believe it. And I love it, because I think when we all started this business, we were all doing so many different things. You can mute your yeah. We were all doing so many different things, because you know what? We didn't know if this worked or not. We did not know yet whether this worked or not. And as you do this business more and things start to happen, and it's not as a result of anyone else in your face. This is not an in-your-face business. It's an independent type of feeling, and you figure out which way it is that works best for you. And I love it, because Kim hasn't said yet, and neither have any of us, but Kim is doing something called FBA. It has to do with Amazon. And there, you can sell on Amazon, you can sell on eBay, you can sell on a couple of other Bonanza, you can sell on Google, plus you can sell on all types of platforms, because every last bit of not only training, but live demonstrations, if you choose to pursue live training, and if that is what you want to do. Otherwise, there are recordings there for you where you feel like someone's sitting at your table, because it's in language that you can understand. It's layman's terms. So Kim is rocking and rolling. I am so excited. Being a single mom myself, Kim is, I say divorce mom, Kim, because that leaves the door open, yeah, I'm with you. So anyway, we are doing this thing. We have the freedom to be there for our children. We are involving our family. And again, we don't have to chase people. They're just watching what we're doing. And I did pick up on that you should get a job thing, Kim. How many times have people said that to us? Stop hating. Just cut it out. Get in where you fit in and get going. So with that, Dr. Juanita Woodson is here with us on the panel tonight. She is another busy, extraordinary mom and wife, just doing the thing. So I would like for her to share with us, and then we'll move on down the line to our new soon-to-be dad, David Cook. I'm so glad you could join us tonight, David. We're going to get your story, too. Dr. Juanita?
Hi. Can you hear me okay?
Is she there?
Can you hear me?
Looks like she's frozen.
Can you hear me okay?
Yes, we can hear you fine.
Okay.
Okay, there you go. Okay.
Okay, great. Thank you so much, Deidre, for having me on, and Nenesia, Nate, and hi, Kim, and David Cook. I am just so excited to be here. INFINii is an awesome, oh my God, it's like a plethora of ways to just change your life, to make money, to just go to the next level in your finances. And I was at home with my children as well. I was always at home with my kids for the last about, I don't know, maybe 20 years or so, but I wasn't making a lot of money. And so my husband, when he would go to work all the time every day and I would be stuck at home, I missed him. I've been married going on 6 years this year. So it has been 5 years so far, and this coming up year will be 6 years. And I just really missed him being in the home. I missed him being around. So I got this bright idea that I was going to retire him. And I don't know how I was going to do it. I didn't know what I was going to do. I knew the kind of business that I was doing. I'm a professional counselor, a professional counselor. And I knew that wasn't going to get me to where I needed to be to actually have him retired. But when Nenesia came to me about INFINii at that time, DS nomination, I was like, okay, I'll sign up, but I'm going to watch y'all first. I'm going to wait and see if this whole thing works and everything. And, oh, my God, they started taking off. Their sales were just skyrocketing, and I just got to the point, I said, well, I'm going to actually do this. I was paying for my membership, but I felt as though I could find the information somewhere else. I could Google everything I needed to learn. I could cheat the system somehow, and I could just do what they're doing, quote unquote free, because here I am super cheap, not understanding everything I needed to know. End up blowing accounts, losing accounts. They shutting me down left and right, eBay, Amazon. But I was making money.
Wait a minute, Dr. Juanita, this is so funny. I have got to stop you. Girl, okay, this is so funny, because I've heard so many stories about you and your family workaround. I'm so glad that you have said that whole list of, wait a minute, I even want you to rewind it, because you named so many things that people say to us in the name of objection, okay? Shutting down is exactly what you get in life, even if you're not on eBay and Amazon, when you don't follow instructions or don't know how to take directions. But I absolutely love you for being transparent. I love it that you're saying these things, because you are in other people's heads. Trust me. Bless you for showing up on here tonight to talk about getting shut down, because you had your own workarounds that didn't work around nothing, and then you ended up coming back around and getting the thing straight. I love it. Keep going. I love this.
So, you know, and then one thing I do want to say for people that have spouses that may not believe in the system, and see now my camera has switched over here. Excuse me, let me switch this over here. My husband, okay, you should be able to see me in a second. All right, my husband, can you hear me okay?
Yes, we can hear you.
He did not believe, why does it keep muting? He did not believe in INFINii, de-examination, the whole program. I'm sorry, I'm having technical.
Okay, I'm going to need you to stop with those workarounds, okay?
You know what? You got jokes, right? Okay, wait till my camera come back on. I don't know why it keeps doing that, but anyway, somebody needs to hear what I have to say. My husband did not believe in what I was doing, and he fought me tooth and nail for the first year. He downed it. He spoke negative. He said, oh, it ain't going to work. Y'all in a scam. Y'all in some kind of pyramid scheme. It's going to all fall apart. You know, this and that, blah, blah. I said, you just don't know. I'm getting ready to retire you.
That's right.
And it wasn't more than, I would say, about a year and a half. Actually, this May, so I don't know how many years that was. It's been more than a year and a half. This May, I actually was able to retire my husband from work.
Awesome.
From the information. Now, I do branded products. That's when the big bucks started rolling in, was with the Genesis program and the branded products. So
Absolutely.
I spent a lot of time investigating what people really wanted. I'm going to switch over here now. I spent a lot of time trying to find out, you know, what was hot in the market. And once I hit that niche, because, you know, in the beginning I was selling counterfeit. When they first shut my accounts down.
Yes, I heard all about that. Yes, keep going.
I'm getting Nate and Ned. Oh, y'all so in trouble. But it was a hot seller, and I didn't know for sure it was counterfeit. But then when I found out, it was too late because they had cut my accounts off.
That's right.
Nevertheless, I ended up branding my own product for the same products that I was selling and ended up making far more money because I could control my sales. So I just want to encourage you guys that if you have ideas or something that you want to brand, make it your own, you can make way more money. And I just do. I thank God for INFINii and the whole, you know. So it has been a blessing.
Yeah, and it's been a learning experience for you, as it is for so many of us. And I'm so glad. Mute your mic.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm so glad that you did that, because a lot of people, you know, tonight it may seem like you went in deep, but the truth is you have to tell these types of stories and also share some information, because you know what, you have been reformed, if you will, and that's an old school word, but you've been reformed and you've learned. You've learned that there are certain things that you cannot do if you're going to be successful in this business and any business at all. You have to be able to take direction and you have to unlearn some things. And so thank you so much for sharing your story. I am delighted to bring out my friend David Cook, because I am so excited for him, a soon-to-be new dad. He has been in this business, and I remember when he first came in, he is an, of course, outstanding Marine. Thank you for your service, sir, serving our country and defending our freedoms. But he is, he's just been really an amazing young man who has transformed into a firm and just upstanding leader. I'm just so proud to introduce David Cook. He's a big help, and he is a wealth of knowledge. He has taken his business by storm. Go on, David.
What's going on, guys? Thanks, Deidre, for the kind introduction. Like Deidre said, I've been in the business now, actually 2 months and 10 days.
No.
But yep, January 15th, 2014, my sponsor Dejan got me into this thing. But like so many of us, I guess I was looking for something different. Like I said, I'm active duty right now in the Marine Corps. But I had been in, I guess, what, four years or so when I ran across this, and about 6 months before I found this, I started looking at things to do, because I had been in the military and I had missed things. I'd missed being a best man in a wedding. for one of my really good friends, obviously. I'd missed a lot of things like that, and I got tired of missing stuff, and I was like, I want to be able to control my own schedule. And sure enough, after 6 months of kind of looking on and off at things, not really finding anything that interested me, I'd been kind of selling stuff around my house on eBay. I saw Dejan, my sponsor. He was posting 2 or 3 sales a day of things on eBay. And he's like, I just paid for lunch, and with this sale and so forth. It was little stuff, but he was making money, and I was like, well, I need another $200 or $300 a month too, because I need to pay for my golf and beer and whatever it is that a 25-year-old guy does. But I got started in this business, and I just absolutely fell in love with it. And like a lot of people have alluded to, once I kind of got into it, I didn't do it 50%. I went, I got up earlier, I went to bed later, I did what I had to do to get the business running, and then 2 years later, I'm still in the Marine Corps, but I'm getting out at the end of the year, and this is going to be my full-time income. A lot of months I make, especially like towards the end of the year, I definitely make more than I do at my full-time job, which I get paid pretty well, honestly. So that's saying something, and it's just been absolutely life-changing. I paid off my wife's car, that she still had, quite the majority of the payment left on it. I've just been able to do a lot of things that I wouldn't even dreamed about doing before, and now I'm going to be able to kind of have my own schedule here in about, I guess, 12 months from now, and kind of chase my dreams. So that's my story.
I absolutely love it. Me personally, I'm just like an old mom here, but whenever I see David and some of the other people who have become so dear to me, I feel so proud because I've seen him. He's not even 30 years old yet, and he's already meeting his salary in the Marine Corps, and he's getting ready to have a new baby. He's going to be able to be home. He won't be crying like Nate was. He'll be able to be home with his wife. He won't miss his baby rolling over for the first time, right? I mean, it just, it makes me, it just stirs up so much in me to see how this can change so much. And that I know that it sounds like something easy, but with INFINii, there are so many different ways, like we were saying, and there are different levels to which you can get started. It doesn't matter where you start. The whole thing is getting started. And there are 3 levels to INFINii. Thank you so much, David, for sharing your story. That's not even a fraction of his story, but as you follow us around on the internet, on Facebook, at the live trainings we do, on these Hangouts we're going to be doing, you're going to learn. If you don't know a lot about us already, you will absolutely learn so much more from us, about us in this business, because we mean to be a resource to the community. We mean to share this information, not hoard the information, help people grow their business. Okay, so anyway, I'm going to talk about INFINii for a minute, because you heard our stories, you see what we're doing, and you have an idea of how we're doing it. We're doing it on eBay, Amazon, Bonanza, and everywhere else, because if you watch the media lately, online shopping is absolutely out of this world, is off the chain, is out of control. People don't want to go to the store. They're tired of lines at Walmart. They're tired of crying kids in the store. They're sick and tired of all that stuff. They'd like to come home and their items are at their door, whether it's perishables or not. They're doing groceries and everything else. So we're going to capitalize on that. And as I believe Dr. Juanita said, if you're not already, and Kim, if you're not already selling online, you are absolutely missing it. Do not think for a minute that it can't be you, because it absolutely can. So in any case, INFINii. INFINii has 3 different, I guess, doors. You can choose door number 1, door number 2, door number 3, okay? Prime is just that. You're starting at the beginning or at the basic level. But there are so many things in Prime that you can do. You will learn about selling on eBay. You will have training to teach you how to set up an account. We have seniors here in INFINii that are 65, 70 years old. Shout out to Miss Hazel Gates down there in South Carolina. She is kicking butt on eBay and Amazon. You can too, even if you've never sold a single thing online ever before, only at the yard sale. This is a yard sale to some degree, a little scaled up a little bit, but it's a yard sale. But it's things that you have. You don't have your hands on any inventory, so you learn to sell on eBay. You have frequent training. It's at your convenience, okay? That's the prime level. You also even get to learn a little bit about retail arbitrage, is what we call it, which Kim, when she went and cleaned off all that stuff out of the grocery store, that was retail arbitrage that she can turn around then and either sell on eBay or Amazon. You know, so there are so many choices there, not to mention selling on other platforms. So that's what Prime is. Then you have Surge, which gives you access to greater training. We also have a number of tools that we use online to help us identify what is already selling. You don't have to worry about what is selling, or you'll find out exactly what's selling, and you'll also find out what is hot. So at the Surge level, that's $150 a month membership. Okay, so and then in Excel is the top level of INFINii, which is a $400 level, but at that point you have everything that I've just talked about encompassed. That's not even the half of it. That would take all night for me to tell you the various ways and tools and things that you can do within INFINii. My suggestion is that you get back to the person who invited you to this hangout in the first place, and they'll not only give you their example, but they'll give you other examples, and also for you to connect with other people who are in this business who don't mind sharing with you. Okay? That's some of it, but I want each person to go across the panel and talk about how they started. When I started on eBay. And I even have my 17-year-old who can sell on eBay as well, because $60 a day for a 17-year-old is really like jackpot. They thought they were playing the Powerball or something. So it really can work, and it's really that simple that you can show it to teenagers, young adults to make money on their own. So eBay is where I started, and I continued to upgrade until I was what we call all in, because I went to Genesis, and so I did all these things as well. But I would like for, I'm scared to ask Dr. Juanita where in the world she started. I don't even know. So, okay, Nin and Nate, look, I'm going to start with you to talk about where you started, because I didn't get to say it in the beginning, but I actually was introduced to DS Domination by Nin and Nate as well, because we were going to another event for another business. And you're not going to believe this, but I was actually exiting the venue. We were all going to our cars in the underground garage. And somehow, beautiful Ninacia Rael, she struck up a conversation with me. And I mean, you know what? In I think 13 minutes or something. Wait a minute, she's not even from my area. She lives an hour and a half down 95. I've never seen her before. And we just started talking, and you know what? We have not separated since. We are like glue. They are like my family, and that's how this business is. It's an entirely new community. So if you ever felt lonely, those days are over. You get started in this business, you have an entirely new family, and you have an entirely new community. So, Nin and Nate, what level did you get started on in DS Domination? Pro, then it was Pro, Elite, Monopoly, Unleashed, Genesis.
All right, good night, everyone. We got our start at the pro level, which was selling on eBay. And believe it or not, we started selling stuff from around the house. We had some old sunshades. I mean, really old sunshades. And we put that stuff up on eBay just on a whim. And the first one sold for like $250. And then
wait a minute. Sunglasses?
Yeah.
Shades to the window, or do you mean sunglasses?
Shades.
Sunglasses.
Sunglasses. Okay, $250 for some sunglasses. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, the first pair sold at $250, and then the second pair sold at $125. So, my disbelief quickly started to turn to belief. And from there, we upgraded to the elite level, which was also selling on Bonanza, which is selling on Google. And we started to sell stuff like every single day. And we started to attract people into the business. And this one girl on our team from Barbados, she was so excited about the business that she went and she got like all the products at that time. And we got a nice reminder email stating, "Congratulations, you just..."
I guess.
Yeah.
I guess.
Like,
Wait a minute. That's crazy.
what?
I got everything.
No, we actually had the first 3 products,
Mhm.
and she went all the way in and got all the products, and so we got the email that said, "Congratulations, you just
You missed the
missed
commission.
like a big commission."
Yeah, yeah.
And there's no hurt like
Worse
that hurt
They're saying
to
that you
get
missed
that email
a
that say
commission.
we missed like maybe $500-600, and we was like, what? The girl could
But
have
that's how exciting.
something so
But that's how exciting this business is, though. When you get in here, it's so exciting. You see the potential right away.
So we say that to say this. This business is so amazing and so awesome that when people get started, they don't wait on you. When people see potential, they go ahead and get started. So you don't try to hold people back, or you get all the products, you get all the way in so that you don't miss out on anything at all. Because I guarantee you that this business is so amazing that people will be knocking on your door, knocking down your window, trying to get into it. So be there, be the person that people want to talk to, learn this business with everything, eat, sleep, breathe, drink this business, because you will be the light that people will be looking to in order, to have their success as well. So, everyone on this panel has had their own success. Everyone is a shining beacon for everyone else, and we are all a family. I met Dave. I can't remember which event I met David at. I think it was in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
And I was talking to this guy, and he talked to me like I was his brother. I was like, wait, does this guy know me?
We're
Right.
talking about you, David Cook.
And Dana's sitting there looking all intense, right? Look
Yeah.
at him.
Yeah, but don't let me But don't let me digress. We got all the products. We sell on all the platforms. We sell on eBay, Amazon, Google, Shopify, Facebook. We sell on
Wait a
all
minute.
levels.
You
And
say Shopify? You say Shopify?
yes, they said Shopify.
Yeah, that's
Which
a
is-
new one, everybody. That's new.
Very
Shopify.
new one. That's a very new one. And the training is very comprehensive, and it really walks you through it. It walks you through it so well that a 12-year-old can do it. There was a lady on our team, and she said her son wanted some money to buy something, and she was like, "I'm not going to give you this money. I'm going to show you how to make this money for yourself." And he went and he learned the training for Amazon, and he listed an item before he went to school. And then when he got back home from school, that item sold 6 times, and he
All
had
right.
money to buy what he wanted and then some. So I know that this works, and I know that anybody can work it. All you need to do is set some goals, put some steps in place, and apply yourself, and keep moving. This business, I don't want to sound bad, it's pretty much idiot proof. If you can follow.
Wait a minute now. Hold it. Now, wait a minute. Might fall through the cracks, Nate, but go ahead. I hear you.
All results, are not typical because we aren't typical people.
Amen, brother. Say that.
Yeah, if you take the initiative, if you follow the instructions, anything is possible with this business.
Absolutely, man. I love it. I love it. We couldn't have better business partners in this camp. This is so exciting. I love it. Okay, you know what? Denise Kirksey is hiding behind that big check that dude is holding up here. She wanted to say something. And so, Denise Kirksey, are you there?
I am. I was watching and just feeling left out, so I just decided I wanted to come on and do the hangout with you guys. I am hiding myself. My son is so sick. I've been up for like 3 days, And so you guys don't want
What if you had to go to a job? You would not be allowed to stay out, whether your son is sick or not.
No, I would. If I had a job right now, I wouldn't have made money in the last
No, you'd be
days.
fired.
I wouldn't have been able to go to work.
You'd be fired.
There's just no way. It's so great that in this opportunity, you know, we do all this work every day, and then when something comes up, our income is still just generating an income from all the work that we have been doing. It's okay. Come here. Look. So, can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Sorry, my son was getting upset. He's not feeling well at all. But whenever I found DS Domination, I was just kind of going through, and I had already given up, you know, on work-at-home opportunities. I just tried so many, and I could not recruit. And then one day I saw this, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna give it a try. You know, I'll probably be wondering if I didn't try, you know, and regret it later. And I gave it a try, and I started making money within 2 days. So it was just really cool. I started selling on eBay, and I pretty much mastered eBay and made most of my income off of eBay, and then started incorporating Amazon and Bonanza and Shopify. So it's been really great for my family, being pretty much the sole breadwinner, you know, of the family and supporting us and stuff like that. When my son was born, we started this. My son's father wasn't working, so I was pretty much supporting our entire family until it got to the point where I made him get a job because he needed something to do during the day. So, I mean, other than that, though, I mean, it's been pretty awesome because you can do it on your own time. If something comes up, you know, you can take a day or two off. You can set your own schedule. I usually set Sundays or my day to hang out with family and not do anything. Here.
All right. Well, I mean, that's the good thing about this business is that it's just so flexible. And I know I was in corporate America for 30-plus years, and it's just not the same anymore. And so if you have not already come up with some exit strategy, you may want to speak to one of us on this panel or anyone else for that matter that's in this business, particularly the person that invited you to this hangout. Because it's not about whose team you're on necessarily. It's about where you can get connected and gain experience and momentum and grow. You can just start somewhere. It's a very simple process. It doesn't take a long time to learn, and that's the other thing is that when you start other businesses, it takes a while for you to even see a profit. Not here. I mean, here in the DMV, it just snowed 2.5 feet. I sold the same item 8 times yesterday. I didn't even put on a shoe at all, period. And that's just the way it is. I mean, when you can learn to work from home and it's online, so you don't have to get dressed, and you may not even have to do your hair, but you probably should. But you can still make money no matter what. So this is a great avenue for everyone to do that. Let's see. Kim, would you like to add something? You're muted, honey. You're muted. Unmute yourself. Yeah, there you go.
Okay, well, I missed a little bit of the call. My computer got a little jammed up here, but not necessarily. I don't have anything to share. All I know is this is the best job I've ever had in the world. I mean, believe it or not, I guess one thing I can share that I think is pretty funny, my mom was over last week, and she was like, "You have a lot of pajamas. You know that?" I say, "Mom, that's my uniform." I mean, I mean, she started laughing because she's been watching me, and I also helped her to get online, and she has her own store now, and it's really good that she's retired, and I'm able to also help her to contribute to that she can have some extra income coming in as well. I don't care if you 8 or 88, you can do this job, you can do this business. I tell people all the time when I meet, get your family involved, get your kids involved, get your husbands to start packing boxes for you. And really, some of the stores that I go into now, they're like my best friends because I've introduced them to this business, and they're like, we working on getting out of here, especially the store managers. And the only thing that I can say is just, just take your time. Send in one box, send in two boxes. It doesn't matter where you start at. Some people also think that maybe sometimes they think that you need a lot of money. And I told them, just like over Christmas time, I bought wrapping paper from the dollar store that I was selling for $32. And I'm talking about I'm getting high returns. The other thing I wanted to say too,
Excuse me, wait a minute, wait, hold it. What the heck? Okay, you all hear that? That comes into the category of retail arbitrage and Amazon. We'll start calling these people. Mute just for 1 minute.
Okay.
Kim said that she bought wrapping paper from the $1 from the dollar store and sold it for $32. Okay? As long as you heard that, I'm just telling you. Go on, Kim, continue.
I'm going to correct you on that. I didn't sell the one roll for $32. I sold 4 rolls, but the ones that I was selling for $1, one roll, I sold them for $12.99. So
okay, one roll for $12.99 and 4 rolls for $32 from the dollar store.
And believe it or not, Deidre, I only sold 1,800 items and made $42,000. I have not sold a lot of stuff, but I'm getting high returns, and with the tools that we have available to us, we can make an educated decision. I mean, we have tools that will tell you exactly how much money a particular product is being made online, and you make a decision. To me, this is better than the lottery. We have a greater chance of making more money than any day of someone running out trying to buy a ticket for $1. You know what?
Yeah, this has just been really so truly amazing. The other thing I want to say, can you mic for a minute, Kim?
Okay.
The other thing that I want to say is that when I love my people. I'm sitting here on this panel, and I'm looking at David Cook because David Cook has done webinars about time management and also getting your business in order. There are so many people in this business, too, who have come from, they didn't just fall out of the sky. They came from somewhere, and everyone has something to offer. And whatever it is that you're looking for, you really do find it in here while you're having fun and while you're making money. So I know that we've talked about a lot of different things tonight, and I know we've touched on a hodgepodge of things. But you know why that is because we're trying to show you that we can relate to everyone, whether you're making $500 a month, whether you're making $40,000, Kim, and whatever it is that you need, whatever it is that you want, it's not impossible. In fact, it's easier than you think, but you have to have an open mind. And things that I've learned before, and people have told me, the most expensive thing that you can own is a closed mind. And that's why when you come into a new opportunity, just look around. You don't have to take on anything. Just look around, but don't sit around too long before you begin to put things to work. So we're coming up on 9 o'clock. We didn't want to take up too much of people's time tonight, but we're just so glad that you could join us because this is really important information for someone who's out there looking for something. Denise didn't mention it this evening either, but she's an epileptic, so it was a struggle for her to work on a job because she has seizures from time to time. And there are just so many situations, as Kim was saying, you know, taking care of an elderly parent or trying to help supplement their income. Some people do have elderly parents. Some people are expecting children. Some people have disabilities. There are a number of people in this business who have disabilities, but in any case, everybody can learn, and there are ways of learning that are available to you. So that is up to you, and I think that I will go down this panel and ask for final words from those of us who are on a panel tonight. I'm going to start the other way. I'm going to start with David, and then I'll go down to Dr. Juanita, and then we'll keep going. Final words for tonight. What would you say to a person who has never experienced this business before to even get started? What would be your suggestion?
I think hearing a lot of this stuff for somebody that's new, it's exciting, but it's also kind of overwhelming for a lot of people too. I would just say that one, you can do it because we all started basically from zero. And we've kind of worked our way up to the success that we're talking about today. And you know, if you're looking for a way out, if you're looking for something different, you know, you have a choice out there, and we realize that. But we think this is, for us, this is it. This is the best choice out there, and you have a choice on your own success and making kind of a change in your life. And if this is something, if these type of people are the type of people that kind of make you think a little bit differently about what you're doing, then it's probably a good thing to get started on DSD or an INFINii. So that's all I have.
I think that's excellent. Okay. Denise, are you still there? If not, Dr. Juanita, can you come on out?
I'm here.
Okay.
I think the most thing that I would want to say to people is, you know, a lot of us starting, we do have student loan debt, you know, and other debt from rent, you know, having a salary and then trying to maintain credit cards to kind of pick up where our salary doesn't come in with money. So whenever you start, you have to pay off that debt. You're not really going to feel like you're in profit. And I want you guys to remember, though, that you're doing an immense thing and you're paying off your debt and stuff like that. It's going to put you in a so much better spot a year from now. So when you start, it may seem small, it may not seem profitable, but keep an open mind to what you're doing for your life. And a year from now, you get into like a position like I'm in, and you've paid off an immense amount of debt. Your credit score is coming up. You know, you're getting credit cards for your business and stuff like that. And so it really pays off in the long run. So like what David said, you can do it. And then I just want to top off on that and tell everyone to focus on where you're going to be a year from now in this business. I mean, I've paid off a lot of debt and stuff, and I'm still $75,000 plus in profit in this business. I didn't have that much debt, but I've been paying it off over a year's time and stuff like that. So just focus on 12 months from now where you're going to be, but work hard to get there to that 12-month figures.
That's so awesome. Great advice, Denise. Thank you so much. Thanks, thanks, thanks. Dr. Juanita?
Yes, I'm here. Can you hear me?
I can.
You hear me?
Uh-huh.
Okay, I just wanted to say, just in closing remarks for the individuals that are on this call today, on this video, or watching this video, that it is very important that you get your freedom back, your family back, and your finances back where they need to be. And the reason that I chose freedom, family, and finances is because that's exactly what happened to me. We had freedom to travel when we wanted to. We had the finances to pay all of our bills, to actually save some money. We were able to spend more time with family, meaning even family from out of town. We didn't have to worry about visitors coming to our home, and we couldn't be there because we had to go to work or we had to go to a job or something like that. And then it brought our marriages. It brought me and my husband's marriage together because we had more entertainment money. We had more entertainment time. You know, date night is just so important that you date your spouse. And then traveling to these, you know, exotic places and to just learn more information about our world as a whole. But the most important thing I would say for me was being able to give back to those in need, being able to sow back into maybe charities that I supported, I believed in, ministries, what have you, friends and family that were really in need in times past. I'd be like, man, if I had it, I would give it to them. Oh, I would help them. I was able to be a help. And so what I think is important is that if you're interested in something not only for you and your family, but to even want to leave a legacy of some sort of being a helper and being able to extend yourself for somebody else, this is definitely for you, and I think you should jump aboard quickly. I don't think you should wait and think about it. I think you should follow the videos and the information to a T, and you'll get there much quicker. And so that's what I just really wanted to admonish you, that this thing can literally change your life if you get serious, if you apply the information, the fundamentals, and just the whole program, if you follow it the way that you should follow it and stay consistent.
I love it. Thank you so much. You really summed it up, and that is just really excellent. Thank you so much for being with us tonight, too. Kim?
Okay, well, the only thing, I agree with everything that everyone has said. This is definitely has helped me. It has helped me be just being able to pay my bills. I'm just excited. But if I had to tell anyone, I just feel like this is the next gold rush, and you need to get involved. There's going to be a learning curve like anything else that you can learn, but we have all the tools available to us. The other thing that came to me the other day is this opportunity to be able to sell online or to be able to offer products online. All discriminations, whether you are disabled, whether you blind, crippled, or crazy, it doesn't matter. Your buyer doesn't know who you are. And so you have an opportunity to bring about quality products. And when you bring those products to these marketplaces, you can make a significant amount of money. I mean, to me, it's basic. If you know how to buy something cheap, you can sell it high. And the marketplace is available to us. We don't have to look for customers. We don't have to have a brick and mortar store. All we do is just ship products in into the various places, and we have all the tools that will help you get started. And the only thing I can just say is just get started, jump in. I'm telling everybody that I meet, because I just feel like the more people that I tell and I help people to experience freedom and time and vacations and being able to pay off their debt, I just think overall people's attitudes change. People start to be, they start to embrace life a little bit more. And I just want that for everyone. I'm just like, just get involved. And that's it for me.
I love it. Your energy is amazing. I'm telling you, I love it. Thank you so much for that.
Talk. So I have to just calm down a little bit. But this is exciting.
Me too. When it's exciting, it just is exciting. I mean, it just is. Yeah. So, Nate.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Nate? Ninasia?
Okay. Well, if I had to give anyone a suggestion, it's based on all of the people who we come across that are new to the business. They can tend to get overwhelmed. Look, my hair is rope for her, but the information can be overwhelming at first. And what I would say is start at step 1. Put your blinders on and start at step 1, because there's so many ways in this industry to make money, and as you heard us say, we're making money on eBay and Amazon and Shopify and all these other platforms, and then we're getting affiliate income as well. Hold on. We're getting affiliate income as well. I would tell people to start at step 1, and then if you have questions, like implement step 1, and then if you have a question before you go to your sponsor or anyone for the answer, Google is your best friend. People need to understand that they are responsible for their own business.
Yes, ma'am.
You got into this business to make money, and you got into this business to treat it like a real business, not a hobby. And too often, I would see people who would list 5 products and then in our inbox saying, I didn't make a sale. And I'll say, how many products do you have listed? And they'll say 5. Well, the example that I would give them is if you were the owner of a 7-Eleven and I walked in your store and you had 5 products and it was not the products that I was looking for, then I'm going to walk right back out the store. So the key is load your store up, diversify your store, load it up, and even if you're going to be in a specific niche, load it up with products within that niche, and and keep moving from there, one step at a time. And Google is your best friend. That is my number 1 tip for people who just got started or thinking about getting started.
Yes.
Is Google is your best friend, and take that one step at a time.
Thank you so much. And so is the training in the back office. Before you even go to Google, you can always go to training in the back office. So often, I mean, she opened up a can of worms that I'm not going to go too much further into, but it's true. I mean, we're all trying to we all own a business. We're all adults. And so it is our responsibility to take responsibility for our businesses and to do our homework, because it's not so fair for other people to do so much of the work and then you just come in and ride and slide in on a magic carpet to first base for a home run. That's just not how it works. So we do definitely, and sometimes we're a little bit direct, but how else are you going to grow? You know, if you're never checked when you're doing something wrong, then you'll never know how to turn around. So in any case, you know what I would say? I would say when I came into this business, I was so accustomed to, as an entrepreneur, sometimes you dabble in so many things until you find something that overtakes everything else. And to me, that's exactly what happened to me in October of 2013. I mean, because I exited corporate America over 10 years ago, I had to find what worked for me. And I had sold things on eBay before, but I was physically going to get the items, listing them, and then when they didn't sell, taking them back and exchanging them. And then when Nin and Nate said this to me, my eyes got about as big as saucers, because I had an idea that this was a good thing, but I just never knew the drop shipping model. That's what this is. It's drop shipping. We pay for things that stores get cheaper every single day. So all those questions about, don't you feel bad because you're price gouging people? No, you're getting price gouged when you go to the store. So you think that's okay, but it's not okay for you to benefit from it? You have to change your thinking. So when I came into this business, I had a lot of things that I had to unlearn so that I could put on my business owner hat and take off the consumer hat. So that's what you do in this business, and you learn it and you master it, and you can make a significant income. So again, we thank you for joining us tonight. My suggestion is get back to the person who sent you this link, invited you to this hangout. You can talk to any of us on this panel, but primarily get back to the person who referred you to this link for tonight. So thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you again. We'll be doing these webinars each Monday night, so join us here next Monday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I want to thank each and every one of my panelists. I'm so glad to have you all as my business partners, because iron sharpens iron. And with that said, have a very good night, and we'll see you next time.